Panda, sorry. I skipped the introduction. Oh, I was shocked. I was like, what's going on? Pandas, welcome to the stream. My money's good to be back. Sorry, I'm just wrapping some stuff up on the pre-market show. Wow, we have 3 new pandas. Iron Cruz, David Wall, Gilbert Medina. Appreciate the support. Hey, give them a warm panda welcome, pandas. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons and enjoy access to the pre-market show. Hopefully you guys can join it. If you guys don't know how to get access to it, you simply go to the channel itself and you'll have a tab for members only, and from there you can see links to the pre-market show. Pandas, welcome to the stream. Welcome, guys. Make sure you scalp that like button. Sleepy Joe. Welcome, Icky. Good morning. Mike G, good morning. Charles Wilson, good morning. Steven Malone, good morning. SW Blaze, good morning from Chicago. Drop a GM in the chat if you haven't already. Speedy Boy, good morning. Bill777, welcome. It's nice opening up the stream and you see 3 new pandas. It's quite amazing. MMS, what are the numbers on his candles? These numbers are leg counts, not candle counts, but leg counts. And we keep track of leg counts because we trade two-legged pullbacks. So we have 2 legs pushed up the one way or the other, then the reversal is a two-legged pullback, and that's the setup we're looking for. So the numbers keeps counts of all the legs. Good morning, guys. If you want to know more about how to count legs, you can go into the description, and the description has details on how to count legs and why they're important. Cody M asks, what is a group of pandas called? The Northern Turtle, it says scalpers. Obviously. Good morning, Panda. What's the exciting news? Yes. I'll go over the exciting news around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is kind of when I have like the peak viewers. So I'll do around 10. Adashi Marty, good morning. Yusuf, good morning. Maria G, Free Paper Cuts, good morning, guys. Lauren Turtle, welcome. What do we have here now? Ride or die. Okay. I feel sorry for anyone who traded yesterday. I was looking at the charts yesterday, just glanced over them, and they are nasty. They do not look good at all. Yesterday's price action was rough. And if you traded well yesterday, kudos to you. Really, I feel like yesterday was a tough day to trade. Today, a lot of you guys think it'd be a bull trend day today, and it makes sense. The daily chart, it is looking bullish here. What you're looking for is a new high, and typically it's done in a two-legged fashion. Typically done like this, and if it does trigger something like this, it actually will be a second entry long, higher low, second entry long above the 20 MA. The only problem is it's starting to develop a small trading range here, and it is already a trading range, right? We have reached the bottom to the top to the bottom back to the top, and we're kind of broke already down this pivot low here, or a pivot high, and so we're kind of back into the range. So this lower high could actually trigger to come back to the bottom of the trading range. But in my opinion, I think we're in reversal here. I think we still have room to go up. It's very strange because interest rates are still skyrocketing, and I'm just saying, like the tech companies, they are getting slaughtered, and I just don't see how and why this will keep going up. But the price action is telling me it is, but another part of my brain says don't fight the Fed. So I'm just confused what's going on here. I'm just gonna let this play out. I really just don't know, but I'm looking at the price action, and I mean, if we're getting a couple of strong bull bars here, we could actually have a nice push up here, maybe back to the 200 SMA, which is this dash line, and the this is 200. Let me see, I think I might change it on this chart. Yeah, we hit it here, the 200 SMA. On the daily chart, actually I have the 200 SMA. And we are coming back up. We might come back to the top of the, this channel. That could be very possible. I don't know. I'm unsure. Let's see. Let's see what the market beholds. But the market is a crazy place. Anything can really happen. Oh man, strong bear bars. I don't know. But I'm just looking at today potentially. Could we have another strong bull bar? And we can possibly have one, but it's tough to say. Really tough to say. Really, the main thing what's making me think we have a bull trend day today is we're trading above the overnight highs. Right, this is the pre-market high, and we're above it. We broke above it, and that in itself could be the reason why we can have a bull trend day today. Who knows? Bill777 says, I didn't trade yesterday and not trading today, other than sim accounts. Bernadette says, morning voters. Yeah, go out and vote. Go out and vote for your congressman. It's your civic duty. Do it. Yeah, some of you guys had a tough day. I could, you guys already saying here. Duncan says, I think we're going to test China low, then move higher. That's a little bit of a price action rose right there. I don't know if you know her, but she is great. She is great. Al Brooks, he's dang, he's old. He's old, but he's also smart. And I think he's trying to raise a couple of mentors like the next Al Brooks. And I think, he has a couple proteges that are succeeding him, and I think they're amazing. I'm excited to see the next gen of Al Brooks price action traders, and I think they're going to be amazing. Sleepy Joe says we get fined if we don't vote in Australia. Wow. But yeah, price action rose. She's great. Howardo says, what does it mean when Apex hits your threshold, but you're only down to 50 in a 25k? I think you're probably getting a warning from Rhythmic, and those warnings, I just kind of turned those warnings off. I think it's depending on how you set up the thresholds on the Rhythmic. Yeah. It will just, it doesn't really mean much. It just means that Rhythmic is, I think, I could be wrong. Maybe something else is wrong. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe you had like this nasty swing trade and you busted your account actually because of the trailing threshold. I have no idea. But I think because I've had that happen to me, and it freaked me out early on, but it was just a Rhythmic, like, I just turned those alerts off because they're kind of annoying. I'll be down like $100, yeah, and then be like, oh, Rhythmic is like saying like, oh, your threshold exceeded your threshold. I'm like, what? Oh, good morning, guys. Welcome. I'm excited to be back. I do have news I'm going to share with you guys at 10 o'clock. Hugh asks, who is Price Action Rose? She's on YouTube. She's not on YouTube, actually. She's not on YouTube. She has a paid service that you have to join if you want to join her her live trading room. but she's like a successor to Al Brooks, like a official successor. Her and Brad Wolf. But I've never seen Brad Wolf trade. If you guys are wondering who Al Brooks is, he's a price. He's a Godfather price action. He literally wrote the book on it. And I talk about him often, but he's a big influence on me on how I, the reason why I trade the way I do. And but yeah, is it News 90? No, it's nothing like that, guys. It's actually it's more stream related. It's not Apex related. Well, kind of Apex related, I guess, but it doesn't really directly benefit you like that. Is my audio okay? Cutting in and out. I've never had that issue before. Let me know if I'm cutting in and out. Maybe I'm too loud. Is this better? I don't know. You let me know. All right, appreciate it. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks. Thank you for that confirmation. All right, market just opened, pandas. What's gonna happen here? I don't know. I really don't know. Could be a bull trend day today. We did create a wedge just right now, and we reversed off of it pretty strongly. Could be a spike in channel here as well. Let's see what happens. Usually the 5-minute fills this gap. There's a gap here in the 5-minute chart. It's not very far away. I wouldn't be surprised if it fills. It's about 5 points away. Before it does anything else, it probably wants to fill that gap. 10,000 tick chart. Might just retest, the previous day's close. I've tried. Hugh says Thomas Wade did like a collab. I've tried to contact Thomas Wade to do a live trading session with us on this stream, and he hasn't gotten back to me yet. I mean, he's gotten back, but he's he's kind of always been saying like he's busy and stuff like that. But I mean, getting Thomas Wade live, wouldn't that be a treat? Wouldn't that be a treat? I would love to get that worked out, but it depends on him. I'm 100%. I mean, I do this every day, so I'm like, I know I'm good with it. But I hope Thomas Wade one day will respond favorably and be like, yeah, let's do it, Panda. Let's do it. Buy my money. All right, we filled the gap on the 5-minute chart. Big push down though. Strong push down off this wedge. No longer really thinking this is a spike in channel. Incredible. Coming back to 240. Might come back to the previous day's close on the 2000 tick chart. Really tough to say what's going to happen today. I mean, it's a pretty strong move down right off the bat. Maybe we'll do like a I don't know, I would love to do a collab. We'll see. That'll be really exciting. I just feel kind of bad for Thomas Wade because I don't think he ever really streams live, so he might be like nervous, which I understand. Like if he like did live trading often and then like Engine joined, it would make sense that he would be more comfortable, but he'd probably be very, very nervous, uncomfortable doing this live. Like I'm used to losing in front of you guys. Like it's crazy. Like you guys see all my mistakes. It's just I'm in this sense I'm laid bare. I'm laid bare literally. I guess if I lay down, I'm always laying bare, but $240 SMA. I don't know if it'll hold though. We'll see. I mean, it bounced off pretty nicely here. We shall see. We'll let the price action speak to us here. If I collab with trades by Matt, the only problem is our trading styles are so different. He trades he trades at Nasdaq. It's just so different. Like, you know, like honestly, like we don't even you know, cross paths in terms of our audience. Like our audience are so different. So Iron Chris collab with Michael Chin. Plot twist, I am Michael Chin. Alright, what's going on here? I just don't know how long this is gonna hold. I mean, we're in downtrend right now. What can I say? But trading range. You know, look to the left of the chart. You see all this price action over here. We might find some support off of these pivot lows. I just don't know. I can't take this trap though, for sure. I cannot. Ends up scalping out though. Just scalps out. Tries to touch the previous day's close. Misses it by one tick, literally. I think it's going to hit it though. Sooner or later. I think it's going to hit it. I don't know what's going to happen here. Salvatore says, the difference is Panda is profitable, TBM is not. I don't know. I don't want to talk trash about TBM. I like him. I respect him. I mean, anyone trading live, respectable. But, yeah. Stream-wise, I'm pretty profitable on stream. I have, well, obviously you can look at back all the streams and just look at it, but yeah. Turtle Toes, good morning, welcome. Getting choppy here. As you can see, we're overlapping up the bars. We're beneath the 20 MA on a strong push down. But as the 240 SMA and the 20 EMA start to converge, you can see typically it turns to chop like this. Because you kind of have two opposing, you know, things happening. You have the longer term traders starting to find support, and you have the shorter term traders starting to find resistance, and this is why it starts to become choppy when these two moving averages converge. Yeah, I think yeah, this strategy is very specific, and we're scalping here. David will ask, are your previous day's close open indicators part of Ninja Trader? Yes. It's called prior OHLC. These lines here Where's the bottom line? I don't even know where it is. Wow, so far down. This red line, this like this pink line, and this teal line, they represent the high, the close, and the low of the previous day. And I like to have them on the charts. So I typically, you know, basically on the daily candle, like basically it's a daily candle, right? You can basically see the daily candle on your intraday chart, and they provide good levels for you. I don't mark the open though. I don't mark the previous day's open. I don't really care about the previous day's open. I should maybe, but I don't know. I just don't find it significant. I could be completely wrong there. I like to have the current day's open actually on the 5-minute chart. That's actually significant to me. So these are converging here. These moving averages. Don't know what's happening. Just watching. All right, pandas. All right, we're dripping here, downtrend, and there's no way I could have captured any of this, nor are there any setups right now. We are going so slow. We're going snail's pace. I don't know. Did anyone win the Powerball, by the way? Oh wow, Powerball numbers have still not shown, huh? Is that, did Powerball happen yet? Drawing still delayed? Oh wow, that is sketchy. That is sus. That is sus maximum. Maximum sus. Maximus sus. Seriously. How? Wow, that is, I don't know if that's ever happened before. Delayed drawing like that on the biggest Powerball ever. Maximum sus. What's going on here? Max sauce. My head's just floating. I don't get it. Wow. That is sus. We are balancing on the previous day's low or close, and you can see we're still chopping as these moving averages converge. They've actually crossed here, and I don't know. 5-minute chart looks like there might be another leg down. Usually a strong bear bar like this, some follow through. I don't know. It's tough to say. We're also on the 20 EMA here, and we can launch off. We can just have a strong bull day today. It's hard to tell. I need like a couple more candles on the 5-minute to really get a better picture here. The 10,000 tick chart, we're in a trading range on the 10,000 tick chart marked by the trading range indicator. Starting from yesterday, there's this trading range, and we are still in it. Pushing strongly up now. Craig K says, my biggest loss was on an election day 2 years ago. Wow, that must have been traumatizing if you still remember that. Today is election day, so we may be choppy. We might be waiting for the election results. I don't know. I mean, we definitely have big news on Thursday in terms of financial news. CPI numbers. And you're kind of wondering, like, I think everyone's wondering, is raising interest rates really helping lower inflation? And the CPI numbers, I think this time around will be maybe indicative of that. Who knows? We'll see. I think a lot of people might be waiting on Thursday. I mean, we may be, I don't know. It's hard to say. It really is hard to say. There's a lot of like kind of binary events that we're waiting for us to move. But man, I feel like we're going to go higher. I mean, if inflation does go down, I almost feel like that's going to be so bullish for the market, because they might, the Fed might start to turn into, I don't know, they might start easing. I don't know. We'll see.
10,000 tick trap.
I almost don't want the Fed to let on the gas. Like, I want them to bring, like, in a sense, like, you kind of lose the effectiveness if you start to, I think that happened in Japan, like, where they were keeping interest rate at a certain level, but what they had to do is actually continue to accelerate or keep moving the interest rates, because after a while it stopped really affecting the market, and it kind of like, I don't know. So for me, like, I just want to make sure that doesn't happen by doing so. Like, you got to keep your foot on the gas in a sense, even though the interest rates might be going, or the inflation might be going down. You don't want to stop it, so it kind of like wastes, all the interest rate hikes that we've already done. I don't know. I'm not. Hey, I'm a panda. I live in a bamboo forest. I don't know what's going on, but that's just kind of like what I'm thinking. At the same time, I don't want to have a recession to be harsher than it has to be. Even though all recessions are pretty harsh, I just don't want it to be harsher than it has to be. And, that's almost impossible to know. I mean, yeah, as oil goes up, everything, all the prices of everything goes up as well. Nasir says, Panda, don't say that. I just dumped 15K on Neo. Hopefully they're not options. Is Neo like on the rise? A lot of people have been talking about Neo these days. I don't understand why people are going crazy on Neo. Oh, it's because they have earnings? Is that why? Neo could be poised to pop here. I mean, it got... Wow. Okay. It's not... okay. I mean, that's risky. 15K on Neo. I don't know about that, but you do have earnings coming up in about 2 days, so good luck. Good luck. Thoughts and prayers to you, man. Just watching this. I may go long here. I may look for a long trade here. Bouncing double bottom, triple bottom off the previous day's close here. We might have a nice push up. It's hard to say though. It looks quite choppy. Like, this created its own chop in this area. If we made it like this, would be a failed breakdowns, failed breakout, failed breakdown. But the fact that we have triple bottom here, I kind of will go long here, but it's a micro double bottom. Okay, now it's okay. Let's see. This could be a big mistake here. It's a second entry short, but the fact that we have a triple bottom here makes you actually want to go long here. This triple bottom, 3 tests the bottom of this trading range. The risk is kind of getting large now because this candle's getting large, even though it's quite bullish. The risk is very large here. Really don't like it. I would need a retracement if I'm going to enter this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 points. Be 4-point risk in chop. Very tricky. I'm gonna come with a retracement if I can here. I doubt I'm gonna get it though. I doubt I'm gonna get this retracement. It might go without me. Pretty strong bull bar ending near its high. I don't think I'm gonna get this retracement. Even if I do at this point, do I want it? Because it might create a trap. Oof. I'm canceling that. I don't like that retracement anymore. I don't know if I want this because I feel like if it comes down here, it might actually trigger the trap to push down. And could be a break a trend, new high here, and might look for a new low at this point. I'm gonna set up my pause here. A little confused because of this blue box here. It's very confusing, and the fact that we couldn't scalp out, like, I would definitely be in this trade now, but the fact that this triggered, it's pushing up now. I don't know. It's just hard to say. It's a little too choppy for me. It couldn't actually push down to a new low here. Another reason being is because on the 10,000 tick chart, we are hitting our heads on the 20 EMA, actually creating a two-legged pullback here. Let's see how this looks like. Yeah, wow. A, B, C. Creating a two-legged pullback on the 10,000 tick chart. This looks like it's going to push up. Now it looks like it's going to push up. But it was hard to say. The fact that this triggered the trap, I was not confident, honestly. It's tough to say. But the triple bottom here might have been enough reason to go long. Also, it's a Pikachu trade, right? Second entry long and a failed second entry short. I don't mind skipping it. It's very choppy still. You do scalp out right there, but it came out. It wasn't easy. Let's just say that. But this triple bottom is the main reason why I would have gone long there. But it's tough. It's tough. It's very tough. Congrats for those who took that scalp, this long trade. The reason why I didn't like, I could have came with a retracement. I had my, I basically had the retracement where I wanted it. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I just was confused. A little too sideways for me. The triple bottom is the only thing that really made me want to go long here. Yeah, now it's a strong push up. Darn, I missed it. It's all good though. It's just tricky. It was tricky for me. I didn't feel confident. The fact that in order for it to hit my retracement, it needs to trigger the trap. I don't like that. I don't like to be on the opposite of a trap. Basically, this was a triple trap, right? Triple trap trade, and very tricky, right? Triple trap. A, B, C. Second entry short fails. That failed. That trap traps, and that trap traps. So you got triple trap here. Absolutely incredible. It's just was hard to predict that was gonna happen. But trading range, we're back to the top. Pushing strongly up now. Also, the 10,000 tick chart being at the 20 EMA did not bode well with me. The fact that we could have made a nice second entry short off the 20 EMA here, possibly maybe making a downtrend. It's just hard to say. It's a little too early. About 5 candles now on the 5-minute chart, giving us a better idea of what might happen today. I was trying to get that retracement. I could have gotten it too. Boy, man, tough. That's tough. It's a little too choppy for me. Darn. Sorry, pandas. We'll move on to the next one. At least we didn't lose money, yeah? The thing is, like, even though this works out for you, it's almost sometimes could be hurtful because it's not necessarily the best trade. I don't know. It's still this triple bottom off the previous day's close is what's getting me. Is why I thought I should go long, but that's about it. All right, pandas, we got the first 5 bars on the 5-minute chart. And what does it tell us? I have no idea. I thought the first 5 bars would give us more information. I mean, we are clearly above the 20 MA, and we clearly are creating a strong bull bar now. But we are matching the top of the open. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just follow through here. Trap on the 2000 tick chart. Not what I'm willing to take here. Maybe a second entry long. Maybe at this point a second entry long I'll look for, but not this trap. Chop's too far away from 20 MA. It's pushing very strongly up though right now. We call this a small pullback bull trend. Sleepy Joe says, how are they having technical difficulties with a machine that rolls 5 balls down a plastic tube? I think it's the fact that all around the US, people are submitting tickets. And I think they want to make sure that, I guess, all the tickets are submitted. I mean, it'll be amazing if you could submit the ticket after the balls are drawn. Trap here. Do I like it? Not really. Same reason I didn't like this trap, it actually stopped you out if you entered long here. It's because far away from 20 MA. It is, if you want to trade aggressive and trade this small pullback bull trend, then be my guest. But thoughts and prayers to you. It's risky here. It's very risky in my opinion. Also the fact we have an overshoot here. It can lead to an undershoot and quite possibly a reversal. Turtle Toe says up 1.5K on 350K accounts in 1 week by trading max contract. Let's go, baby. You're halfway there.
10,000 tick trap.
Ooh, 10,000 tick trap. Now that is a setup I like. Wow. Is this going to be a trending day today, though, is a question. Man, it's hard to say. It's hard to say no to this. I may go long here. It's a trap trade to the long side. It's almost a two-leggy here. I almost want to take it. I can't take it. I just can't take it. There's too many opposing views right now in my mind. I just can't take it. It does trigger. It pushes strongly. I might have missed another opportunity here on a trap trade. 10,000 tick trap is what I'm actually more interested in. But I don't like the shape of it at all. It'd be amazing if we get this set up A, B, C, second entry long here, but I doubt it. If we can get a second entry long here, this will be a setup that I would take 10 out of 10 times. Are we getting a second entry long? Ooh. Is the market gonna give me my setup? Last time I said I had a dream setup, it turned to a nightmare. So I'm not gonna say this is a dream setup. I'm just gonna say it's a setup that I like, and that's it. Ooh, big push down. No joy in that setup. So this is when you skip it. This is why you wait for the setup to happen. So now with more price action, you can say I don't like that setup anymore. That's crazy. Why would I take that setup? Two strong bear bars breaking beneath the 20 MA, right? Coming back into the trading range as well. So tough. Might be looking for a new high potentially. We also had that overshoot and leading to a possible reversal here. This could be a trap trade to the downside. It might be a good short to take in my opinion. Hard to say though. The market cycle today might be trading range or I don't know. Pandas, see, is still confusing to me. Like the 5-minute chart's not really helping me. It looks very, very. Ooh, on this side, okay. That kind of looks bullish. Now it looks. Are we bullish here? Are we still bullish? I don't know. Ooh, trap trade to the short side. Big risk though. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 points of risk right there. Might look for a new high after this break of trend, but oh wow, what's going on? It's popping around everywhere. This is very tricky right now. Big push up, forget about it. Nasty. Trap fails, reversing. Might be strong, bold move here. I'm looking for a bull move. I'm looking for a bull entry now. If I can find a bull entry, that'll be very nice. I don't know if we're gonna get it though, right? Failed reversal attempt. Looking for a new high now. What is going on, pandas? Who knows? Ah, it's 10 o'clock. Sorry, I'm so focused on the price action. I'm actually looking for a setup right now. After this setup passes, or if I edit in, then I will talk about the news. I do have big news coming up for next week. I'll announce it shortly. I'm just looking for a setup right now. The higher time frames are looking very bullish. So incredibly bullish right now. 10,000 tick chart. Trap trade to the long side. 5-minute chart. Maybe also trap trade to the long side here. Boy, oh boy. I don't know what to do. I want to find a setup on the smaller time frame if possible. Let me wait for a setup here. After this passes, if we don't get a second entry second entry long in this area, then I'll jump to the news. But I'm waiting here. I'm focused. Possible second entry long here. On the higher time frame, if that trap fails, then we are crashing back down. It's incredible. Very difficult to trade. This failed trap here makes me want to go long, especially the trigger the trap on the 10,000 tick. We're going in and out of the 20 MA. It's getting a little tricky here. Yeah, I have exciting news for you guys. I think you guys will like it. And it is not a Apex discount. I'll just say that right now. It is not that. So you can just toss that aside. That's not what the news is. But I have exciting news nevertheless. I think you guys will enjoy it. It looks like we're gonna lose the setup. All right. I don't like the setup anymore. 10,000 tick chart. It's a failed trap. Wow. Pandas, this is confusing. Wow, very failed traps on the 10,000 tick. Eee. Typically strong move. It's a strong move the other way if it does trigger. Second entry short, possibly. Panda trader fun? No, it's nothing like that. You know, trap is still good on the 10,000 tick. It just looks so choppy now. Wow, 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 wow. What is this? You're still safe on 10,000 tick. Almost traps you out. Micro double bottom. Incredible move. Micro double bottoms are insane to me on a $4,000 product. I guess I'm going long again. I have no idea. Micro double bottom here. Oof. All right. Amazing. Pushing higher. Give me a setup. Give me a fail second entry short here. I'll take it. If it's in the vicinity, I'll take it. Waiting. Going long here on this trap. You don't like the look of that. Push down. Showing that there's still sellers here. Thinking this is resistance. Inside bar. This could be a tricky trade. I could possibly lose this one. Looking at this bar now, this looks bearish. Another micro double bottom. No micro double bottom. I don't know if I like this setup anymore. Pass. All right, pandas. So this is the big news. Next week, pandas, I will embark on a journey with you guys. And I've never done this before. And I'm curious to see how it's going to turn out. But I'm going to do a 24/7 stream until I pass a 300K Apex evaluation. And it's going to be 24 hours long, 7 days a week. Or I guess 5 days a week. I'm going to do it for 1 week. I don't know if I can do more than 1 week. It's a little too much for me. But for 1 week, for 5 days, I'm going to trade I'm going to have my stream up for 24 hours. And we're going to pass together apex eval. Now with that being said, pandas, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna pass it in one go. I may take a couple attempts at it, but regardless, I'm going to keep streaming until I pass a 300k account. Now, will I pass it on the first attempt, second attempt, third attempt? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. The pandas, at the end, it's gonna be entertainment for you guys. It's gonna be content for the stream. It's gonna be it might be a 3-hour stream, who knows. But until I pass the eval, I won't shut it off. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Wow, second entry long here. Boy oh boy, I don't know. It's hitting its head on resistance, but I don't know. I kind of like the long trade, pandas. I kind of like it. Is that odd? I kind of like this long here. Outside bar reversal. Strong bull bar on its high. Retracement here. I don't know, I'm skipping this. This is just strange. Strange price action. I'm skipping it. It's just confusing to me. It's just really very confusing to me. I mean, it looks like resistance as well. Man, I'm glad I didn't enter. I'd be sweating right now. I'd be sweating. Do pandas sweat? Yes, they do. I am sweating. I would have sweated. Okay, yeah, 24/7 stream. What that also means is I'm not gonna be streaming the entire. I will be streaming the entire time, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna be trading the entire time. I probably won't be on my computer the entire time just because I have a life. So, but I'll have my charts up the entire time, and you guys will follow along as I do trade. So be 24/7, but I won't be like actively talking the entire time. I'll be on and off, and I'll have messages saying like I'm away or I'll be back. What time, you know? Like I'm not gonna be up like trading out, 2 a.m. when there's no volume on the charts. Like who knows? I might have a setup just up there. If I like a setup, that might happen overnight, and I might just have it set up and and just watch it go. But other than that, this is way too choppy for me. I just don't know what's happening, pandas. Very confusing. The 5-minute chart now, in a sense, being more clear, as in it's being less clear. So that means it's being, it's confusing. So the clarity is the fact that it's not clear, and I just don't know what's happening on the 5-minute chart. We are above the 20 EMA, and we're creating some bullish pressure here, trying to break out of this area. But let's see if the bulls are strong enough to break through. Jaden asks, how long did my previous 300k accounts take? 300k accounts, I usually pass them within 2 to 3 days, usually, but we'll see. So that's next week. I will probably start the stream at the normal time. But yeah, I'll start at the normal time, and on Monday, and then I'll just keep it on. Andrew Way said, is that strictly trading to like a pullback? So that's the thing. I'm going to trade like basically how I trade off stream as well, and I typically look for 2-legged pullbacks. I usually do, but I have some other kind of setups that I like to use as well. And when I see a strong move, coming off a two-legged pullback that I missed originally, sometimes I like to enter a little bit later into it and try to scalp out that way. But it really just depends, you know. At the end, my stop loss is always the same though. Like I always have like a certain amount I'm willing to lose, and you know, it's just that. I typically don't lose. I have like a max pain for any trade, and so I never try to go beyond that. So that's next week. It's gonna happen next week. On Monday, I will start it, and I'll keep it up. Someone took this long trade. I mean, we're above the 20-minute. I get it why you would take it. It's just really choppy for me, and at any point in time, this can reverse very strongly. I just don't like it. I'm just setting my pause. You know, I mean, the general rule of thumb for me is like, would I take this trade every single time I saw it? You know, with the context that we have, and the answer to this was no. I wouldn't have taken that. And if the trade seems unlikely to happen, you kind of actually have to have a big. Sometimes that might make it seem like you need to have a smaller profit target, because you're like, oh, if it typically doesn't happen, then I need it most likely won't go very far if it does. But the actual truth is, like, on unlikely setups, like actually breakout setups are unlikely. Most breakouts fail. If most breakouts worked out, then there won't be other traders on the other side of that trade, right? You need a buyer and seller for every trade, every transaction. So for every setup, for every breakout setup, actually that is an uncommon trade to work out in your favor. But the thing is about it is that it has good risk reward. And so the unlikely trades, you actually need to have good risk reward. And so if you're gonna take this trade, like, hopefully you have good risk reward here, and you know, because you're thinking long term, right? You need to take the proper reward as much as you're taking the proper risk for any trade, and it depends on the probability. Will I take that trade if I was an eval? Nah, I trade very aggressively. Actually, I'm very selective on evals. Very selective. Like, when you see me trade an eval, you might see me take like one trade a day, even. It's pushing up in a very choppy way, but it is pushing up now, and it looks like it's breaking out. The 5-minute, like I mentioned, is trying to break through this strong bull bar, pause bar, follow through. So we might have a bull trend day today. It's just I don't know. It just doesn't look nice at all. But we could have a semi bull trend day today. Yeah, no setups regardless. I'm very selective actually when it comes to eval trades. Strong bull bar ending on its high on 10,000 tick chart. You're thinking follow through on this bar, but you have to wait for it. You gotta wait for the follow through. I've been burned so many times not waiting for that follow through. Panda, does two-legged work on stocks? Yes. McFull asks, if you pass an eval on day 3, can you place an order and then cancel without it entering and have that count for the next 7 days, or do you keep trading as normal? Actually, that does not count as a trade. What you need to do, or what I typically do, is when I pass a eval early, before the 10-day trade minimum, I trade micros. And when I say trade micros, I literally trade 1 micro and I go in and out until I hit 10 trading, because a micro trade counts as a trade. So you lose like, $2 or something, or $1 if you just go in and out of the trade, just on commissions. and a little slippage. I like to be like above $20 of the target, so I can have enough buffer for the micros for the next couple days. There's some follow through on that strong bull bar. This is like untradeable. You can't trade this price action right now. It's bullish, but you just can't trade it, in my opinion. It looks terrible. Measure move hit here. Maybe I hit this measure move now. And then whatever account that I pass on the eval, I'm going to trade that one on stream and hopefully have keep on track with you guys. Man, strong bull bars ending on their high. This follow through now on the 10,000 tick, right? Strong bull bar with follow through. Actually, this is strong bull bar, pause bar, follow through. People always in long on 10,000 tick right now. People always in long on the 5 minute as well after this pause bar. They just bought the close here and they're buying. They're just buying whatever. It's just, I wish I had a setup on the smaller time frame so I can enter in along with the always in long bulls on the higher time frames. Just no setups. I have no trades so far. Even on the strong bull move, it's just I don't have any trades. Notice this, pandas. On the higher time frames, you had this trap here, trigger. Almost stops you out, so close, like one tick off. And also on the 5 minute, you have this trap triggering pretty much the same spot. So, actually, the trap is here. So basically on the 5 minute and 10,000 tick, you have this confluence of traps. Beautiful move up because of that, but large risk. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, Panis. Back. So if I were to take this trade here, a 1-to-1 would be this. You made the 1-to-1, but 2-to-1 would be up here. 2-to-1 hasn't been hit yet. Swing traders typically look for 2-to-1. Alright, pandas, we got our first potential setup here. Let's see if we get one. If we get a two-leggy here, we might not get it, but if we get one, A, B, C, two-legged pullback off the 20 MA, would you go long here, pandas? Would you go long? We might be off our trend line and also the 20 MA. Who knows if we'll get our two-legged pullback? We might get only first entries here. It really is hard to say. Looking for that two-leggy now. Let's get a push down, pandas, and we get our setup here for second entry long. Off our 20 MA, also off our trend line. Oh, don't. No, can't go too high. If it goes too high, if it breaks this pivot high, we reset the count and we lose our two-legged pullback. Basically, it's just a first entry trend. That first entry trends are super annoying because you get trapped out as. There we go. We got our setup here, pandas. Outside bar reversal? Are we gonna even get it? Man, I like to wait for the actual setup. I like to actually be closer to 20 MA. It's about 1 point away. And bouncing off of our key area, our trend line as well. Oof. It's just will be an engulfing bar if it reverses here. It's a decent setup here. Context is decent as well. With a decent signal bar, I'll be willing to go long. Signal bar is about, the risk is about 3 points, 3.5 points. A little more than 3.5 points. Okay, now it's 4-point risk if I were to go long here. Terrible looking signal bar. It's one of the ugliest signal bars you can possibly imagine. Ooh, I mean, you gotta have some dignity, right? You can't just take this long, right? You gotta have some dignity for yourself. It's a second entry long with terrible signal bar. Maybe this signal bar would be nicer. Maybe it would be better. We do have a slight overshoot. Might lead to undershoot. Maybe reversal. I'm going to go long here, pandas. I need some dignity. I can't just go long off there. Maybe with a retracement, I'll be willing to go long. Like if I hit this... I don't know. With a retracement... Pandas! It's a terrible signal bar. I don't know. Okay, if the signal bar looks like this, it'd be much better. Let's hopefully this ends bullish without triggering. I'm coming with a small retracement if it allows me. Oh, retracement. Alright, I'm coming with a retracement here. It ends on a strong bull bar, so I'm going to see if I can get retracement here. And it's about a 3-point risk, a little more than 3-point risk, but it's not bad. It's not that bad of a risk. Let's get rid of this entry here. Let's order, I mean. It's a second entry long off the 20 MA. It's a nice trigger bar, right? It's a nice entry bar. So for me, that is good enough for me to want to enter long here off of a key area, off our 20 MA, also off our trend line here. And the fact that we're also in an uptrend, I think I'll take this with this decent entry bar and let's see if we can get a scalp off of here. The risk is almost, it's a 3 risk for 2 points. 3 to 2 risk. Looks like the trap might trigger here. I don't know. I like this trade. I don't mind losing it. Pause bar. If we can break the high here, it gives me even way more confidence that we're gonna hit this. Okay, I'm like 80% sure we're gonna get this scalp here. But the 80% might turn around and bite me in the butt. Just watching. I don't like the look of that. That doesn't give me any confidence. It looks like a failed breakout, a failed attempt to scalp. That's what it looks like to me. In fact, it's going to end bearish here Looks really bad now.
10,000 tick trap.
I do not want it to. I do not want it to look like that. That is probably the worst thing it can look like. You know, strong bear bar. You know, you could even skunk this trade for a small loss instead of wanting to hold it for the entire risk. Just because this looks so bad now, right? And you're basically failing to push up, which is unfortunate. But I was okay with losing the original 3 points, so I'm gonna hold it and just see what happens here. But you can see that you have a wick here now, and it looks like a reversal. But the 20 EMA is still here, so
Trap.
you can skunk this trade now if you wanted to. You can skunk it at any time at this point. Make some micro double top. Pushes down. We're looking okay here. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. That was a bit scary, the fact that this bar printed here, and but the 20 EMA, we're above the 20 EMA, and ended up looking nice at the end. Wow, 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 wow! What a ride! What a ride! Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. This $100 across multiple accounts, very nice to have. I don't, you know, it's it's honestly more than enough money just to make $100 a day on one account if you're copying it across multiple accounts. It's very nice, but yeah, let's see if there's any more setups. All right, second entry long, off of the 20 EMA. The only thing I didn't like about it is the signal bar, but the reason why I ended up entering with a small retracement is because the entry bar or the trigger bar, right, to trigger the second entry long, it was bullish. Ended high on his bull bar, and I thought that was enough reason for me to go long, because also the fact that we had the 20 EMA here, we also had this trend line, and you know, two key areas that I think was enough for me to want to go long here, and 20 EMA also curling upwards or pointing upwards. Overall, it sucked that it had to do this. It basically triggered this trap here, but this trap fails ultimately and gives us our points. But that kind of gave me a scare. That gave me a scare there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little scared, a little bit. So like when people wonder like, oh Panda, how come you don't make $500 a day anymore and so forth? The truth is I make more than $500 a day now. I make way more than $500 a day now. And you know, I used to have videos where I make $500 a day, and you know, like now that people see on stream, oh, you make 100 only on stream. That's only on stream as well. Like I trade more off stream, but also even with this $100, I've already made over $500. Like, you know, and that's the thing. It's like I'm actually making way more money than I used to when I was just posting videos, not like live streaming, but I was just posting videos back then of my sessions, and I would make like $500 a day, whatever. But people are probably wondering like, oh, why don't you make as much money as you used to? I make way more money than I used to now, which is crazy. Multiple accounts, Apex. 10,000 tick. Looking for that 2-to-1 risk reward about to be hit. It's about a point off, a little less than a point, but 2-to-1 risk reward. Sean W says, are you using PA account or live account? Do you need to pay the $85 fee on live accounts too? I don't understand the question. When you say live accounts, I'm not sure what that means. You do have to pay $85 on PA accounts, but when you say live accounts, are you referring to like your personal account? Because you don't have to pay any fee for that. That's just your personal money. We make the 2-to-1 on the 5-minute chart. Whoops, 10,000 tick. I mean, 2-to-1 risk reward was hit. So even though this was big risk, you end up hitting a 2 times your risk reward here, and that's a nice trade. But very, very tricky, very risky here. Oh, Sean W asks, okay, so live accounts based on progression. Okay. I don't think they call it a live account. They call it like a prop firm, like a true prop firm account. I am only trading. I'm trading PA accounts right now. I only trade PA accounts on stream. It'd be a complete waste of time if I did it. But next week, I actually will be trading. I will be trading an eval, which is the special for next week. 24/7 special until I 24/7 stream until I pass a 300k eval. Trap this trigger here is a little too far away from 20 MA, and yeah, it looks a little bit exhaustive, but who knows. Andrew said, are you gonna make a video of all the trades throughout the week? Maybe. Actually, I don't think I can. I think if the stream is too long, you can't actually download the... Actually, I don't know. I do believe margins are changed. It doesn't affect me because I'm trading with Apex, but if you're trading your personal account, it might mean... Yeah. Yeah, I might do like a journey video. I don't know. The tough thing is about that is the video will be so long. I may break up the stream, actually. I may break it up like... I don't know. Actually, I want to keep it on one long stream. I think that'd be fun. That's fun for me. Yeah, you guys might think it's easy to do these trade highlights, but it's not easy. It takes a lot of time and effort. I gotta make more shorts. No idea what's going on here. No more setups. No two leggies here. It's a trap trade, but it's far away from 20 minutes. It's coming off our trend line though, so you might want to take it there. But 1, 2, still haven't scalped out. Looks like you might scalp out here, but who knows? Inside bar, right? OI pattern, breaking out to the upside. You do scalp out, amazing on this trap here. I wasn't looking for a trap in this area. This channel is quite steep and small, and people may be basically like, I don't know. Hmm. Might be one of those uptrend days today. Who knows? This is hard for me to say. I hate this, Pans. I hate when I see price action that looks like this. I've seen price action that looks like this and it just reverses and crashes instead of pushing up like this. I just hate this price action just because I have no idea what's gonna happen when it looks like this. I've seen it done both things here. Who knows? We might not get another setup here. That might have been our only setup. Just a strong bull trend. Two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. The higher low setup as well. You might have entered here. I was thinking about entering here as well, but just didn't have the confidence there. So the idea about the two-legged pullback, the reason why we like to do it is because the idea is you want to increase your probabilities of your wins. It's not necessarily about having a one big win, but it's being consistently profitable. And the idea is if you want to win more on your, when you're scalping, you increase your contract sizes rather than, rather than trying to get a bigger swing. So the way I do that is by getting more Apex accounts. I don't do it on any one particular account, but I increase my contract sizes essentially by getting more Apex accounts. And so this trade here was actually a massive win for me, but it is what it is. It keeps going up and up and up, and I just am so scared to go long. I have no entries here. They're all first entries. They're all trap trades. It all seems very overextended at this point. I mean, we're following this channel pretty well right now. So let's see. Incredible. I have no entry here, but it just keeps going up and up and up and up and away. Ismail asks, do you experience any lag while trading several Apex accounts? Inevitably there is a little bit of lag, yes. Because essentially you're sending orders to Rhythmic. No entries for us here. It's just going up. And it is what it is. Strong bull trend day today at the end. Huh. Who would have thunk? Alan Copeland asks, if we can overshoot, should we consider shorting? No, do not short. Do not think of any shorts today. This is not a day you look for shorts. You're only looking for longs. And even if it overshoots, you look for a long trade of a failed second entry short, of some sort and try to go long. In my opinion, that's what I would look for. When your charts look like this, it's just a straight move up. You're not looking for shorts unless you're very far away from the 20 MA, which we are kind of far away from 20, but actually we're not far away enough. Not that we're not far away enough. We haven't spent enough time away from the 20 MA. So I think if we float around here, then we possibly could have a strong move down back to the 20 MA. But the 5 minute is creating a certain setup where most likely the first touch off the 20 MA will become at least a scalp, good for a scalp. So you can have a limit order on the 20 MA here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bars above the 20 MA so far. So when you get about 20 bars and you come back to 20 MA, it's usually good for a scalp. Usually good for a scalp, but you only lose what you're willing to lose. You never, extend your stop losses. So if you're going to do that, just know what your risk rewards are. Another first entry. Definitely not taking this. It's just impossible to take. So risky. It's not worth the risk reward and probability here, in my opinion. Very low probability, and the risk reward is not even that good. If you want low probability, then you need to have a good risk reward. But this is low probability, bad risk reward. So I'm just staying. I'm sitting on my pause here. Oh, two-legged trades. Do you know why the market opening time is 1 hour later? You must have forgot. We have daylight savings. And I believe East Coast will no longer have daylight savings. I believe so. I believe this is the last daylight savings. Two-legged pullback. I almost want to take any two-legged pullback blindly here. But I don't like this look here. It is a two-legged pullback, floating in midair, late in trend. And then it's not even close to our key area. I'm skipping this one, but it is a two-legged pullback. I believe I could be wrong, but I believe the East Coast has stopped. I should confirm that before I spread some fake news here. Yeah, daylight saving time is permanent. Starting from 2023. It's called the Sunshine Protection Act. Yeah, I believe that, it's permanent now. Look at this second entry long here. Almost scalps out immediately, but floating in the middle of nowhere. It is a strong uptrend, and so you have some credence to take it, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's a small risk too, so it might have been worth it, but floating in the middle of nowhere, plus it's just so late in trend at this point. Let's just say it could work out, but also could not work out. Well, the bill's still sitting, not voted yet, I think. Okay. That could, that's true, that's true. I'd rather have the truth than me be right. So, if you guys know exactly what's happening here. Okay, the Congress has to pass the bill. Got it. I have no idea. I just can't touch this. It amazingly almost scalps you out. Perfect scalp. One more tick. 2 ticks to be an absolute scalp. Incredible move up. Am I going long right here? I can't. I just can't. amazing. Scalps you out on that two leggy. It's not even near a support. It's just pure momentum trade. Wow, that works out for you, but that's not a trade. I'm not mad that I skipped it, but that's amazing that it worked out for you. I thought I could enter one more trade here, but this is nonsensical at this point. I can't enter this. I'm trapped out of this bull move, bull leg, or a bull trend, and it is what it is. So that being said, pandas, I think that's it for today. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and I'll see you guys 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. As always, trade safe, everyone, and happy trading. God bless. Bye.